pertama ba ato apresentação de discurso, lalu ato hato desculpa, baiha diretor da escola, mas que ela marca presença, e ba conselhos professores, no ba conselhos inangamang nebe maka presença, e ba belum estrutura estudantil novo sira, nomos ba belum estudantes de petoma, husu desculpa tambah uhing haumai tarde, e kari hahalok nebe makala molo ita bot sira ngalarang, em princípio liu baiha diretor ou ba conselhos professores sira, husu desculpa e harai perdão me atahau. So now I'm going to share my discourse about happiness, but I don't forget to say my greeting to all of teacher, all of my friends, and all of parents. Good morning, everyone. Okay, my complete name is Felicidade de Jesus Oliveira Alves, and my discourse about what is happiness. Happiness is emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. While happiness has many different definitions, it is one of often described is involving positive emotion and life satisfaction. When most people talk about happiness, they might be talking how they feel in the present moment, or they might be referring to a more general sense of how they feel about life overall. Because happiness tends to be such a broadly defined term, psychologists and after social science typical, and when they talk about this emotional state, thus it will be tends to focus on an individual's overall personal feelings about their life in the present. Two key components of happiness are the first, the balance of happiness, and the second, life satisfaction. The first, the balance of happiness, is talking about everyone experiences both positive and negative emotion, feelings, and mood. And the second type, life satisfaction, is talking about this relates to how satisfied you feel different areas of your life, including your relationship, work, achievement, and other things that you consider important. Science of happiness. While perception of happiness may be different from one person to the next, there are some key things that psychologists look for when measuring and assessing happiness. Some key scenes of happiness include: 1. Feeling like you are living the life you wanted. 2. Feeling that the conditions of your life are good. 3. Feeling that you have accomplished or will accomplish about what you want in the life. 4. Feeling satisfied with your life. 7. Feeling positive more than negative. One important thing to remember is that happiness is not a state of constant euphoria. Instead, happiness is an overall sense of experiences, more positive emotions than negative ones. Happy people still feel horrors of human emotion, anger, frustration, boredom, loneliness, and even sadness from time to time. But even when faced with discomfort, they have an underlying sense of optimism that things will get better, that can deal with what is happening, and that they will be able to feel happy again. The type of happiness. There are many different ways of thinking about happiness. For example, the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle made a distinction between two different kinds of happiness. It's like hedonia and eudaimonia. Hedonia is like happiness is derived from pleasure. It's most often associated with what feel good, self-care, fulfilling desires, experiencing enjoyment, and feeling a sense of satisfaction. Eudaimonia is like this type of happiness is derived from seeking virtue and meaning important components of eudaimonia will be including feeling that your life has meaning, value, and purpose. It is associated more with fulfilled responsibility, investing in long-term goals, concern for the welfare of other people, and living up to personal ideals. Hedonia and eudaimonia are more commonly known today is psychologists as pleasure and meaning, respectively more recently. Psychology of the third component that relates to engagement, desire, feeling of commitment and participation in different areas of life. Research suggests that happy people tend to rank pretty high and hedonic life satisfaction and better than average on their hedonic life satisfaction. All of this can play an important role in the overall experience of happiness, although the relative value of each can be highly subjective. Some activities may be both plausible and meaningful, while others might skim more one or the other. Motivation of happiness. Well, it's solving life goal because there is time in your life when you are not going to be happy, and then what are you going to do? Your goal is demoralized, and there are going to be plenty of time in your life when you are not happy. There might be years, and so it is a slow but inverted ocean, and it's buzzed up in misconceptualization. Happiness is something that descends upon you. Everyone knows that. It come upon you suddenly, and then you should be grateful for it come upon you suddenly, plenty of suffering, and if you happen to be happy, well, wonderful, enjoy it, be grateful for it, and maybe try to mediate your reason that manifests itself right. Because it can come as a mystery, you don't necessarily know when you are going to be happy. Something surprising happen and delights you. And you can analyze that. You can say, well, I am doing something right. I am in the right place right now. I have done something right. I done something right. Maybe I can hand on that. Maybe I can learn from that. What you should be piercing instead is, well, there is two things you should be piercing. Who you could be, that be the first thing it's like. Because you are not you could be. And if you have guilt and shame and greed, and you berate yourself for your look of discipline and your prosperation and all your bad habits. You perfectly well, you perfectly well that you are not who you could be, and God only knows who you could be. And so that's how you be striving. That's what you should be striving for and associated with that. You should be attempting to formulate some conception of highest good that you conceive of that you can articulate, because why not? I am for that. It's like your life is short and it is troublesome, and people, you need to do something for while we did. And if so, then you should do the math or tile thing, and you should figure out what this is for you. And part of that definitely going to be develop your character as much as possible to dispense with those parts of you that are unworthy. And maybe if you're fortunate and you that careful, then happiness will descend upon you from time to time. And that's the best for you are. And then also, people that are sorrowful, time or worse, exile, time the fact that you are strengthened, your character, and the moral for the endure without becoming corrupted. During this time, all the time, in any situation, people tell us, money can buy your happiness. Don't worry about money. I truly believe that before you become a philosopher, before you start trying things like money can buy your happiness. You can a philosopher after you become rich, but you can't be a philosopher before that. Okay, that is all my short discourse, and thank you very much for all of you watching me and attention.